Hi, welcome back everyone. 10 agents at the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency are suing their bosses, the federal government. The agents claim the administration's new immigration policy that lets young illegal immigrants avoid deportation and get a work permit at least for 18 months is making them break the law. They don't like it. Now, several lawmakers are showing their support for those agents who are suing the Homeland Security Secretary and their boss. Republican Congressman from Texas, Louis Gohmert, is one of our favorite guests. One of those lawmakers is coming to their side and their aid and joins us now. Congressman, do these 10 have a case?
Well, they absolutely do. It's a very solid case, in fact. It doesn't matter whether you're in law enforcement, in the military, wherever. It's very clear law. You cannot be ordered to violate the law. You cannot be ordered to do an unlawful act. And the law is very clear, Brian. There's no question about it. Congress has made clear that, and especially in 1996, that if someone is detained or you find someone who is illegally in the country, you have to detain them, give them a notice to appear as a minimum, even if you let them go, to appear at a hearing. So we've already got one of the plaintiffs who has, as a ICE agent, has been ordered to violate the law, as they all have been under the directive. He picked somebody up, and the oral orders are, if they just say that they meet the president's guidelines, they have to be let go. Even if they're a serial killer, even if they're a terrorist, they got to be let go.
Right.
You can't give them an NTA. Well, one of the plaintiffs, in fact, did his job, gave the notice to appear, and he's been suspended for 3 days
So wait a
for
second.
following the law.
So, for example, if I'm pulled over and I'm here illegally, all I have to say is my parents brought me here as a kid. And if you still arrest me, that ICE agent is now in trouble, and you're saying in this case that person got suspended?
Right. He got suspended for 3 days, and as he says in the lawsuit, if he gets a second, then he probably will lose his job, because you just can't be getting suspensions. It's a blot on your employment. And they've been directed orally, the lawsuit alleges, that that's all it takes is just to raise the issue that you meet the president's requirement. And let's be very clear about this, Brian. There is a little bit of prosecutorial discretion at the time of the adjudication proceedings, but there is no discretion at all in whether or not you detain them.
Congressman, the thing is,
you have to do that.
Even if you agree with the president, the way he phrased this and asked these ICE agents to implement it is totally impractical and illogical.
Well, it's just a complete diversion away from what the law requires. And Brian, until President Obama does get the coronation where we make him king, until that time, he is not allowed to read the law and say, you know what? As I speak, so it shall be. That's what kings do.
Right.
And as of yet, we haven't had our coronation.
Right.
He's not allowed to just disavow the law that was duly signed into law by the presidents, and that's what he's done.
Right, and we don't have a king. We had a Prince visit Vegas, and that didn't go well. The DHS spokesman says this, Matt Chandler, quote, "The Supreme Court has long recognized the executive branch's authority to exercise discretion in the manner in which it enforces immigration laws and prioritizes expenditures of resources. This authority was recently reiterated by the Supreme Court in Arizona versus United States, essentially saying in the most confusing language possible, I'm allowed to do this." So we'll see how these 10 do when they go to court, knowing you're in their corner. Congressman, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Brian. Thanks for bringing it out.
Okay.